Hello everyone. Today we're taking a look at an app that very few people know about called DeskX. It's packed with features, and in this video, we're going to explore what it can do. DeskX basically gives you a true desktop experience on your iPhone or iPad. On an iPhone, you'll need to connect an external monitor, while on an iPad it works both on the built-in display and on an external monitor. You'll get a real multi-window desktop environment where you can open multiple browser windows, run different apps, use a calculator, work with Word documents and PDFs, and much more. You can play online games, capture screenshots and screen recordings, convert audio files, extract zip archives, draw directly on the screen, and even use game controllers for services like Xbox Cloud Gaming and Game Pass. The app is also available in more than 30 languages. You'll also find useful widgets such as weather, music, and many others. And that's not all. You can customize the entire interface, including window colors, widget colors, fonts, create local or cloud backups, protect everything with a password, and much more. Once you launch the app, you'll see the main menu. If you try to start DeskX on an iPhone without an external display, it won't work because an external monitor is required. You can connect your iPhone using a standard USB-C hub with HDMI, like this one, or simply use a USB-C or Thunderbolt monitor directly. In my setup, I'm using USB peripherals for the keyboard, although Bluetooth keyboards and mice work perfectly as well. This old iMac no longer worked as a computer, so I converted it into an external display that I now use for testing. After granting the required permissions and enabling pointer support, the mouse starts working. Now we simply connect the external display. DeskX automatically detects the monitor, recognizes its resolution, and launches the desktop environment. The app reminds you to disable rotation lock, and after that you're ready to use your desktop. I've already customized this setup before and saved several windows. But let's restore everything to its default state. Inside settings, we'll use Restore to reset the desktop. Done. The interface feels very similar to macOS. At the top there's a menu bar, while the dock can be positioned either on the left or on the right. There's also a dedicated widgets button. Available widgets include weather, stocks, reminders, podcasts, system performance monitoring, music, news and finance, and multiple time zones. You'll also find a pencil mode for freehand drawing, a system menu to restart or shut down the virtual desktop, and standard file commands like copy, paste, move to trash, share, and file information. The edit menu lets you create folders, import files, export files, manage spaces, which we'll explore in a moment, and capture screenshot. The dock contains all your installed applications, and you can easily customize it by adding or removing apps whenever you want. Let's start with the web browser. DeskX supports a true multi-window browsing experience. For example, we can open today's news in one window, create another browser window to browse BBC News, and open as many additional windows as we need. This gives us a complete desktop-style workflow. We can switch to full-screen mode, use the floating toolbar to zoom, add websites to favorites, open the Downloads folder, or return to windowed mode. For example, let's download an MP3 file. We'll open Google, search for MP3 sample download, and choose one of the available files. The app asks where we want to save it. We can store it either on the device itself or directly on our desktop. Let's save it to the desktop. The download is complete, and here's the file. Just double-click it to open and play it. Now let's download another sample file and save that one as well. As you can see, it's immediately available on the desktop. Opening documents is just as simple. Double-click a Word document and it opens instantly. DeskX supports Word documents, PDFs, Excel spreadsheets, and even includes a built-in calendar where you can create and manage events. Let's create a new event. We'll call it Meet with Michael. Set the time from 12 p.m. to 1:14 p.m. Choose a color label, optionally add a location, and save it. Our event is now stored in the calendar. There's also Office Web, which works as a web-based Office editor, allowing you to view and edit your Office documents directly. Next, we have our folders. This is where you can organize your documents, while the Downloads folder automatically stores most of the files you download. There's also File Manager, which works very much like Finder on macOS. Here you can browse everything on your desktop, manage folders, access your library, import files directly from Apple's Files app, copy and paste content, sort files by name or type, and switch between list and grid views. Let's create a new folder. We'll select New Folder, rename it to Folder 1, and move it wherever we like. Importing files is just as easy. Simply choose Import from Files, browse your iPhone or iPad storage, and select any document. PDF files open immediately, can be edited using Apple's built-in editing tools, and then saved back to the original file. Now let's take a look at spaces. DeskX lets you create up to 3 completely separate workspaces. For example, we can switch back to our main workspace and instantly recover everything exactly as we left it. If needed, we can create another workspace with a completely different setup. And if we no longer need it, we can simply delete it. Widgets are fully customizable as well. We can place a weather widget anywhere on the desktop, add a quick note and type something like "Hi all," or add a music widget to control playback directly from the desktop. DeskX also includes the game, a collection of online games that can be played using touch controls or with a controller on iPad. Screen capture is incredibly simple. For example, we can select an area of the screen and take a screenshot, just like on macOS. We can also start a screen recording. Once recording begins, we can move icons around, reposition windows, hide applications, or perform any other action on the desktop. When we're done, we simply press stop and the video is automatically saved. Just double-click the recording to play it back instantly. Now let's move on to the customization options. We can place the dock on either the left or the right side of the screen. DeskX comes with several built-in themes, or you can create your own by choosing custom colors and building a completely personalized interface. You can also change the system font by selecting one of the available fonts, such as Georgia, or even import your own custom fonts. Desktop wallpapers can be chosen from the built-in collection or imported from your own images. For extra security, you can enable password protection. Once a password has been set, you'll be prompted to enter it every time you launch Desk. Finally, there's the built-in backup system. DeskX can create a complete snapshot of your desktop, including all your files, settings, and layout. Backups can be stored either locally or on iCloud. For example, let's create a backup called 2026 and save it. Let's restart the system. Now let's open Settings, restore our backup, and there we go. Everything is exactly as it was before. All of our files, images, folders, music, quick notes, and widgets have been restored perfectly. The entire desktop has been recovered exactly as we left it. Backups can be stored either locally or on iCloud. Finally, there's pencil mode, which lets you draw freely on the screen. For example, you can circle an important area for work, highlight something for someone, sketch a quick idea, or simply draw whatever you like. Once you're finished, you can either exit and save the entire screen, including the desktop and everything displayed on it, or export only your drawing as a transparent PNG. If you save it as a PNG, you'll get just the artwork you created. Alternatively, you can save the complete desktop along with everything shown on the screen. You can also customize colors, choose different drawing styles, and adjust the brush size to suit your needs. Folder sizes can be changed at any time without any issues. For example, this folder contains 5 files with a total size of 31 megabytes. As you've seen throughout this video, DeskX brings a true desktop experience to both iPhone and iPad. Whether you're using it on the go or connected to an external display, it transforms your device into something that feels much more like a Mac, giving you a complete desktop workspace wherever you are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.